Oh goodness, that was loud. Is everything working now? There we go, it's all working fine. Bonsoir tout le monde and welcome to Division 5, RSF1, Season 9, Round 13 in France. We've had a little technical problem, but we're all good to go now. And I thought it would be Legend, but no, we're going to be on board with Slicks, who has invalidated his outlap. I don't need to listen to that anymore. So, welcome to Circuit Paul Ricard. This is a track that I am a big fan of, somewhat unpopularly. And we shall be riding on board with Slicks first, who doesn't seem as laggy as he was when I first started doing this. And I hope you guys are all doing well anyway. Tuesday was kind to you. I've been quite tired today. I don't know why. It's one of those days. There must be something in the air. Probably the winter coming. I'll spare you the Game of Thrones references. Have a purple sector 1 from Slicks, as is to be expected. We're just going to stay on board with Slicks for the whole lap here. Let's see. Yes. Adjusting himself there now. Oh, he is lagging a little bit. Oh, he is lagging a little bit. Stay on board with him anyway and hope that it isn't too bad. There's a Red Bull behind him as well. I think it's the Red Bull. Oh, Shadow. It's Dark Shadow. But stay on board with Slicks and then we'll find out which one of the Red Bulls it is. Home into sector 3, keeping it nice and tidy. Legend has gone. Worryingly. I've just had a notification telling me that Slicks is streaming. If he's streaming and this is his connection, is it like a slideshow? And Slicks crosses the line in a 1:31 dead. There's a invalidated Red Bull. Smurf was a 1:30.9, so quite close between Slicks and Smurf. That's an interesting spot for him to be. Martinez is coming around now in sector 3. We'll see how he gets on with sector 3. Final straight, he's used up a lot of ERS, but he's got enough. It's not going to be as good a time as his peers. He's only able to do a 1:31.1. Let's see if we can ride on board with someone who isn't just in sector 3 and everyone's in sector 3. Well, let's have a look at Bradshaw because he is usually quite quick. He'll be looking to get out a good lap. People are just going to have to set a lap and they're going to be into Q2 if we stay with this amount of people. There's no sign of A's, who's usually here. Adam goes fast. This is 1:30.4, so that McLaren's quite fast. We've got Carrot, who's just coming down to sector 2 now. Not that quick. Coming up to 200 mile an hour. So favouring a setup that has more about it in the corners, I think, here from Carrot. Nice line, but that's to be expected, or one took the corner well rather, that's to be expected. Setup doesn't have a lot of top speed. See how this affects Carrot. He's just crossed the line at 1:36.1. Just noticed that. Everyone else on 1:30s and 1:31s, apart from Liam's on 1:32.8. Fantastic time from Liam, who was able to qualify P2 last week. Because one of the Williams is on the front row. Carrot goes at 1:34.1. Thor's invalidated. Daniel has just gone purple in sector 1. It was the other Williams that was on towards the front. Legend has asked for another invite if anyone's able to sort him out with that. Gravedigger's retired, so presumably he had a quali. See how Daniel is able to set up sector 2. A 51.4. Slicks has retired. Yeah, I don't think anyone's going to get those. Grit. Oh dear, everyone's left. Oh no, what's happened? We'll be restarting. Well, never mind. Cause a slight delay. I get to practice my podcasting skills. You guys get to listen to my soft and agreeable voice a lot longer. So, for those only paying attention to the stream, Stars has called a lobby restart. I'm just going to keep on this so that you guys have got something to look at. There we go. Right, we shall quit and hope that somebody invites us. I'm sure that will happen. It's because Gravedigger's car was in sector 2, but it looked like it was invisible to me. But never mind, the restart has been called. Might as well get it restarted now, as opposed to waiting, getting it done a little bit longer. So there's someone over there in the flat next door who's watching TV out of Velux window. I'm trying to figure out what they're watching. So I've been invited. There we go. That's It's a really small Velux window as well. I don't know how they've even got a screen up there, and I've never noticed it before. I can't tell what it is. My phone has let me down. Pay €600 for a phone with a fancy camera. You can't even spy on what your neighbours are doing. I need a pair of binoculars. See, this is why we can't do race restarts button, because I get distracted too easily. Blame Stars. Sometimes I see the other neighbours and the house next door to the one that's got the TV in the... It's because the TV's in a really weird place. It looks like... It doesn't look like there's any space for a person. That's why it's caught me out. It's most bizarre. I think what it might be is... It looks like they're on a tiny... I don't know what's going on. They should... I might buy them some blinds so I stop getting distracted by it. I don't need to put my neck out period in. There's nowhere else to look, it's just there. I look out my window at the street and I can't look anywhere else. Greg doesn't care. I'm sorry, Greg. But there's not really much else I can talk about at the moment. I imagine, Legend, that the race settings will be... Well, it looks like we're just going full rain for the whole thing, so I don't know if we're going to have rain qualifying. But what usually it should be is... when you do the lobby restart, you can then edit the weather. So it would just have to be copied, whatever the race said it was going to be. We're missing somebody. Presumably it's Legend. Yes, I think it's Legend. The game volume was drowning me out a little bit. Maybe that's because I'm too quiet. Okay. Let's play around with some settings, maybe. Oh god. Audio settings, it'll probably be in there. So... maybe we could try this. Oh.
O'Connor lines up on pole position.
That sounds a little bit too quiet, doesn't it? We'll try it on Master Volume 5. And someone needs to invite Legend. Do I have Legend as a friend on this account? Oh, it's me! I don't... oh, I do! There you go! God, what would you do without me? I think he was already here, wasn't he? Keeps getting booted out. Oh dear. I'm not too sure there's much we can do about that. We do need Gravedigger to select his car. That would be ideal. Oh, someone's joined, I think. No, he hasn't. Gravedigger selected his car. 3 times and you're not allowed back. Dear oh dear, Legend. Tut tut tut. Get that internet sorted. Is it an internet problem or a game problem? That'll do it. A friend of mine is in a uni accommodation, and he's got to pay. I think he's got a weekly allowance of £10 of electricity he's allowed to use, and then it cuts him out, or he's got to like pay an extra. It's so weird. I've never heard of anything like that. Like £10 per week. I think I'd get through that in about a day with the amount of stuff that I've got turned on. So, attempt number 2. We're in France. The only thing I don't like about this is all of the silly lines everywhere. They just didn't need to have them. They could have been solid blue or solid red. It didn't have to be lines everywhere. I feel like I'm being hypnotised. Right, so it saves my little map at the bottom. Get that on, get that on. Is there anything we need to know about here? Not really. Who is going to be out first? In this 18-minute session where all people need to do is 1 lap to get into the next session. Please keep that in mind, guys. So, we have some cars out on track. Is it the Mercedes? It is the Mercedes out first of Lisa. I'm trying to change the cat. There we go. I was trying to change the camera angle. Lisa is followed by Red Bull. And I didn't see what car is behind. Oh, Lisa's yielding already. So, let's go with Dark Shadow. And his teammate is right behind him. So Smurf and Dark Shadow are both keen to get out as soon as they can. It's short qualifying, is it? Well, it says Q1 on my screen, but if it's short qualifying, then even better. Dark Shadow's invalidated his outlap. He'll be furious at that. And then she'll get disqualified. Her and Thor are getting disqualified. I think we'll ride on board with... Who would we like to... Do we have any requests for a ride on board? Apart from slicks, he'll give me motion sickness with his lag. As long as Greg doesn't tell me he doesn't care again. Grave. Right. Where is he? He's in the pits. Need someone else. We'll go on board with the Red Bull because he's out first. I've decided. I've made an executive decision. I feel like there's something missing on the screen. Oh, I think we've got everything. So Dark Shadow is going to be starting us off first. He's not getting quite to the right as he could do. Oh, there we go, he does it a little bit late. That's a nice line. Let's see how he takes this. That's not ideal, but not awful either. Comes up into the tight right and the tight left. Oh, that was nearly an invalidation, but he's done well. I like that line. He could have maybe got a little bit tighter there, but that's not too bad at all. Is he able to hold his pace now coming down the main straight? Yes, he is. Legend has left again. Is he on track? No, he's in the pits, so we won't need to restart the session again. Big up Higgy, let's go, says Aaron. Presumably Higgy is Smurf. We'll ride on board with Liam after we finish with Dark Shadow. No, we won't, because he's not on a lap. We could do, but he's in the pits at the minute, so... Oh, I thought that was going to be an invalidation there. He's looking quite tidy in Sector 3. I'm a fan. I think the fastest that we had in the last qualifying, was it a 1:30.1? Was a 1:31. And he does a 1:31.4. There's an Alpha Tauri behind him. That'll be Slicks, and he does a 1:30.8. Liam's on his out lap, so we'll keep an eye on that. We'll stay on board with Adam because Adam's going to finish, and then Liam's going to start his. So. That was perfect. This is like I'm getting good at this, aren't I? Lewis is winning tonight, says Greg. He's got his fan club. It could be blind. I don't see anyone called Lewis. Don't tell anyone. I'm going to assume that Lewis is Smurf. I'm going to assume that everyone is Smurf. Maybe his name is Lewis Higgy. That's what we're going to go with. Anyway, Adam's taken a really nice line there, and I like that too. As he comes to this tight bit, there's an Alfa Romeo in front, but it's not going to put him off too much. Bradshaw. He does a 1:31 dead, so it's not quite enough to go faster than Slicks, but it's not too bad. Liam is about to start his lap now, so we'll ride on board with him and the Duracell Williams. Higgy is Liam. Aha, okay. So who's Lewis? To the tight right, tight left. And let's see what colour his Sector 1 is going to be. It's not told us, so that isn't going to be faster. Thor has gone fastest. Wow, we should have been on board with him. How have I missed that one? I did say I was tired. I don't even have the excuse of being ill anymore, and that Red Bull was playing with fire there, and Liam has managed to get a little bit of a toe off of that, so we'll be grateful for it. And he is coming around in Sector 2 now. Is he going to set a purple Sector 2? No, he's not. He's done a 51.3. That seems quite quick to me. I think if I remember, 51.3 should be enough for him to be at about a low 131 or a high 130, around that sort of ballpark. Obviously it depends how he takes this. I hope that didn't pick up because I have just smacked my bike. To the penultimate corner. Fun word to say that is. Into the tight right, and that's a lovely line. Gets on the time. VRS, he's going to come home in a 1:32.1. So, not the most fantastic of that. We're right on board with Smurf now as he's starting his, and he is ending his. Okay, Carrot is bringing it into the pits. There's a couple of Hasses on track. Gravedigger is presumably going to be bringing his in, and Timmer might be coming in as well, so we might have no choice but to watch. Yeah, he's coming in. Timmer will be coming in as well, I think. Yeah, Timmer's coming in, although he's not too sure where he's going. Smurf. He's invalidated that. So we may as well stay on board with him. We have got some movement from the pits. As, I think that's Lisa coming out now. And there's also... Could that be Brick Grit behind? No, it's not. It's another car. Is it Daniel? It is Daniel. Daniel's going for another go. He wants to try and get himself a little bit further up. He's only got 0.4 to find, so it's definitely doable. We'll stay on board with Daniel for this one, I think. Although, we do have Bradshaw on our lap, so maybe we could stay on board with him instead. See if Smurf is going to have a go. Whilst everyone is on outlaps, is he going to... Yeah, this looks like he's going to be bringing this one in, and he is so. Brick Grit is on an outlap, and he's on mediums. So we have Martinez on an outlap, we have Daniel on an outlap, we have Dark Shadow on an outlap, we have Lisa Vince on an outlap, and Brick Grit and Bradshaw also on an outlap. I think we'll have a look. We'll try and alternate between Daniel and Bradshaw, though it might be a little bit difficult to do that. Daniel's slowed right down here. I guess he doesn't realise that everyone is on an outlap. Or he wants a bit of tow. So now that's happened, we'll ride on board with Bradshaw. Martinez is also on an, and Thor is coming on an outlap too. So this little train it is Martinez, isn't it? Yes, it is Martinez. Martinez will be hoping to get a little bit of tow off of Bradshaw. Here we go. Bradshaw starting us off for his first. And there's a car coming out. No, don't do that! No! What have you done? Smurf! Stupid boy. Right, well that's him, his lap completely ruined. Oh my goodness, I missed that. I went to have a little look at the chat. What is going on in Division 5? Guys, Mexico was such a mess. If we're doing this in... It was Mexico, wasn't it? Yeah, it was. If we're doing this in qualifying, I don't have high hopes. So I think everyone's lap has just been ruined there, apart from maybe... No, Smurf is on an outlap. Yeah, but of course his isn't ruined, because he ruined everyone else's. It's his fault. Lisa's validated and is on mediums. I just want to have a look if anyone is on mediums, because, yeah, okay, it's just Brick Grit and Lisa. Brick Grit didn't get his lap ruined, so we'll have a look at Brick Grit, see what he's got. I'm pretty sure he's the only person who's actually doing this lap seriously now. On his mediums, though. I feel like I missed some of that carnage. Purple from Brick Grit though, on his mediums. I think that's a lie. Oh my goodness. That Ferrari was so late yielding and it's put Brick Grit off completely. We're having the other Ferrari yields out of the way properly, although that wasn't the best line from Brick Grit on his mediums, for some reason. It says Q1 for me. But you guys are telling me that it's short qualifying, so unless Brick Grit doesn't realise that it's short qualifying, and he's just thinking, I'm just going to do a lap on mediums to get me into Q2. Anyway, 132.7 from Brick Grit. I actually think if he was on softs, he might have put up a relatively competitive lap. So, we can have a look at... I've lost him. Bradshaw. Bradshaw's pitted. Smurf is on a lap. And I think Legend's gone again. Oh dear. Which means we're going to have to deal with Legend's bot for the whole race, I think. My Xbox sounds like it's trying to take off. DRS on, and he crosses the line on a 1:30.8, and that is enough for P1. What a lap! So it was worth ruining everyone else's. So Bradshaw's on an out lap. Oh no. Oh, Stars is going to be fuming. No one tells Stars. It's see-through, it'll be fine. It's strange that it's in the exact same place though. Right, Martinez is on an actual lap, I think, though. He's invalidated. Brick Grit's bringing it in. Lisa's on her lap, not invalidated. I think Bradshaw is the next person, or is it Dark Shadow? No, yes, it is Dark Shadow. But I want to stay on board with Bradshaw. But we'll keep an eye on where Bradshaw is. Carrot's retired. Lisa's retired. So maybe this is going to be Q1 then, and we're just going to have to do this all again, pointlessly, afterwards. If you can hear me, Legend, I know it's a pain, but if you could come back for the race and then just retire your car so we don't have to deal with your bot, that would be most helpful. I get that you've probably got other things that you want to be doing tonight, but if this is the only qualifying session, it is only 3 minutes left of the session, I think, and Dark Shadow has invalidated, so we'll go down to Bradshaw. I thought he invalidated there. Didn't set a purple sector 1, I don't think. He has set a purple sector 2, that's 50.9. I don't think that's the fastest we have seen, but I think this purple one might actually be correct. Brings it round. Sector 3 as Ferrari that managed to get out of the way this time. It's a nice line from Bradshaw. I actually quite like that line, I might steal that for myself. Brings it in nicely, nice and smooth. This is looking like P1 if I've ever seen it. And it isn't, it's P6! Wow! I'm surprised. I think Bradshaw might be surprised too. So, Daniel is about to finish his lap. He'll probably have another go afterwards. Daniel is going to go. He goes P1 with a 1:30.5. What a lap. So we got Thor. He's 0.2 up on his time when he entered Sector 3. This could be enough for P1 as well. Oh, it's tight. It's only P2. Gravedigger is coming around into Sector 3 now. There's also a Williams. I think that is, or is that an Alpine? No, that's a Williams in front of him, and an Alpine behind him. I think the car in front is going to yield. I think it's Liam. Liam is not yielding. He's going to get a nice tow off of this Williams. He'll be very appreciative of that. It's enough to get him up to P3, and I wonder if that tow was enough to get him up there. We'll have a look at Adam. He's 0.3 up on his time in Sector 1 already. He needs big improvements, and at the moment he's on course to get them. Not a massive margin for improvement in Sector 2. Because of the few turns. And Adam is 50.4, he's 0.4 up, and we saw a 50.9 I think it was from Bradshaw. And so yeah, being 0.4 up would suggest that he's going to be running for a 0.6. He might be thinking about dethroning Daniel. There's a Ferrari. Okay, that's alright. Not going to be a problem for Adam. I was worried about an invalidation there. Liam's retired. What are we going to get from Adam? It's a 130.5, and it is just about enough for P1. That is close between him and Daniel. Thor's invalidated. There's a Haas has crossed the line. Slicks is the next one to watch out for. There's also Smurf, I think, just in front of him. Yeah, Smurf's in front. I think Slicks is putting up a better time at the moment. He was on a 120 when he entered that turn. Oh, yeah, I think Smurf might actually be going faster than Slicks here. I can't wait to be proven wrong about that. Smurf goes P3. Oh, look how tight that is between him and Daniel. And Slicks goes so much faster. Oh my, 0.4 faster than everyone else. My goodness. Thor and Gravedigger are in the pits, so that is it. That's the end of Q1. Maybe qualifying in general, because it says Q1 up there, but you guys are telling me it's not. It really tells me nothing. And there we go. Slicks tops the session. So, P1. Oh yeah, I was going to say we can look if people have been knocked out, but we can't because no one's been knocked out. Yeah, it says short qualifying, lovely. So, yeah. Liam retired on track. Oh dear. Liam, what are you doing? So, P1, Slicks, P2, Adam Moore, P3, Daniel, P45. Everything was really close between Daniel and Smurf. Adam and Slicks is a little bit faster than everyone else. Thor gets P5, Gravedigger P6, Bradshaw P7, Martinez P8, Dark Shadow P9, Timmer P10, Carrot P11, Liam at P12, Brick Grit 13, Lisa 14, and Legend 15. Legend unable to post a time. And that is a lot of rain. Who is going to be singing in the rain come the end of it? And presumably this rain is going to stay with us for the whole race. I hope you guys have got wet setups on. Look at some of the people in the paddock. Look, I know they got a little tarpaulin up, which is handy. But she's in a t-shirt, and I know we're in the south of France. Is it really that hot? No, I have been down south a couple of times, and it is quite hot. But this is a lot of rain. I reckon I'd have at least have a jacket on. So whilst my Xbox tries to take off, let's have a look at what you guys are saying. My money is on Slicks, Team Alpha. My money is on Lewis, come on. My money is on... Well, Slicks usually does well in qualifying, and then... Well, I haven't really... From when I've been commentating, he hasn't been ideal in the race. This is some heavy rain. This is full wets, puddles everywhere, floods, all sorts. Liam is definitely not finishing in the wet. Well, the Liam fan club has turned into the Liam hate club now because they want him to get a penalty. My guess is half the grid DNF. That's usually a safe bet in Division 5 anyway. Or based off what I saw last week at least. Buongiorno, Crayon Flower, although that is the wrong language for this track. But I'll let you off. So, whilst people are going to be looking at their strategies, we only have tarpaulin and people in t-shirts to worry about. English, MF, do you speak it? Afraid not. I really do wish this race would start because my Xbox is hating this. This is like... It sounds like a plane. This is very loud. I think I might have to shout. I'll probably end up shouting anyway because I get a little bit too excited sometimes. My darling, what? I need to upgrade from the 360. Yeah. If it catches fire, I definitely do. Can these lot hurry up and choose their strategies, please? You know what I mean? There we go, they did. Thank you. Right, let's just check the tyres first. Everyone's on wets, as to be expected. Expected it. That's to be expected. Let's put that on, and we'll also go with a position change, because, okay, Martinez and Dark Shadow have had an issue. Put all of that on, and I wonder what happened there. Ah, wires everywhere. Mon anglais est très bon, merci beaucoup. Le mien aussi. Legend is... Let's see if he can get around the corner. Oh, no, he's not come back, has he? That's still a bot. Well, at least it's see-through. So, when there's inevitably a safety car pile-up... Legend for P1. Maybe. So those are the proposed strategies. It's either going to be a two-stop or a one-stop. I wonder if anyone is going to think, I'm just going to try and go all the way to the end. We did see someone do that, I think it was Canada, last year. I think they... I'm 99% sure they tried to go to the end. And then they pitted with like 5 laps to go. And when I saw, and they were in front by like, they weren't catching the driver in front of them, and they were in front of somebody else by like 15 seconds, so they would have held their position. So I was thinking, oh, is he just going to go for a an intermediate tyre? He didn't. Well, it might be better if you paid the internet bill. I reckon it probably helps with the internet, really. We'll stay with this camera angle because I quite like it. Yeah, you got to get in the P1 one, Slicks. You used to qualify in P1. Come on. So, the grid is just setting itself as we wait for Legend to put himself in his starting position. Here we go. Well, not here we go. Where are the red lights? Oh, okay. Oh no, what have they done? What are they doing? What on earth happened there? So I didn't get lights, I thought they all just decided to go. We've got a couple of drive-throughs for Martinez, Bradshaw, Daniel and Smurf, and they're quite close together. Looks like he's been forced off the track. Is Daniel going to come and have a go? Let's have a look at Dark Shadow, he's all over the back of Gravedigger. This is scary. So, Smurf, Daniel, Gravedigger and Martinez all picking up drive-throughs because they went too early. That is probably going to be a warning from the FIA. Gravedigger trying to get on the inside, that's probably going to be a warning too. There was nearly contact there between the Aston Martin and the Haas, that was scary. He's going to be losing a little bit of ground here. Is he going to try and go for a dive bomb at the inside? No, he's not. He's actually being quite cautious. Timmer looked like he broke a little bit too late. Brickgrit's losing ground already. Legend's bot is in P13. Lisa and so something bad happened to Bradshaw that I completely missed. I apologise profusely. The big fights going on look like they're going to be between Gravedigger and Carrot. And Gravedigger's getting quite close to Carrot. Carrot's all over the road. Timmer and Martinez are having a little fight. I think just looking at the times, too close together. So I don't know if Timmer's just gone for a dive bomb. Slicks is trying to get past Adam. Smurf has picked up a 5-second penalty for speeding in the pit lane. Daniel is doing his drive-through. That's going to really hurt them. So Adam sets the fastest lap with a 1:56.3. And Brickgrit is close to Liam. And everyone else is actually kind of far away. Dark Shadow's getting a bit closer to Thor. Let's see if we've got anything going on here between the Red Bull Ferrari. Oh, that wasn't a great exit from Thor, and Dark Shadow had a much better traction, but he had to slow himself down, and now he's probably going to take him. No, he's not. That's right, he's going to get it now. Thor is using ERS to defend. Dark Shadow's underfueled by the looks of things. Dark Shadow is looking like that move stick. Brickgrit has completely lost Liam when he was 0.3 behind him a minute ago, so looking great there. Martinez is getting close to Gravedigger. He's probably going to be looking for here. We've also got Thor and Dark Shadow still fighting each other. Martinez, and he's thinking about it, but he's pulled out of it. Losing 10 positions, Smurf losing 7. Martinez out, himself up 2. Losing 6 positions, he's up to P14 now. Gravedigger is completely out of it. I imagine he will start to get away from Gravedigger now and look to chase down Daniel as Daniel and Bradshaw battle it out. Bradshaw will be a little bit upset with that one. So Adam puts in the fastest lap with a 1:49.2 and 3. Slicks is somewhat struggling in the rain here by the looks of things. He doesn't quite have the traction. Smurf's just gone past Lisa and Bradshaw's past Lisa. I think Lisa's probably yielding. Yes, it does look like he's yielding, so we'll go back and forth with Slicks. He's not going to have DRS to help him stay within Adam. This is all going to be down to driver skill. It does look like Adam is... He's got more ARS as well. Smurf's picked up a penalty, that's not good for him. Slicks isn't going to have good traction coming out of there. He's probably going to lose a lot of time here. Got Timmer, who's going to be looking to make a move on Carrot, maybe. I think Slicks is just going to slowly but surely lose ground. We've got Bradshaw, who's looking to trying to keep an eye on Timmer and Carrot. Try and click between the two. Sorry if I've given you guys a headache. We've got Daniel P45 as well. He's looking at it, so let's see if we can get a big angles. Daniel's looking like to go up the inside. Is he going to be able to make things stick? I don't think he's going to have good enough traction to be able to stay in, or to get in front of Bradshaw. Things are looking tight here. Smurf needs to be careful because he might get overtaken by both of these drivers. Although Smurf and Daniel have underfueled, Bradshaw hasn't. Daniel's got plenty of ARS. He looks like he's going to try and make the move on Bradshaw. All three drivers are using their ARS. Slicks has picked up a 3-second penalty. That's not good for him. And Bradshaw's somewhat struggling in the rain too. He's braking very early. Daniel's going to try and go up the inside here. He should have the inside line. He brakes not quite as late as Bradshaw does. It's really hard to see out there. This is some heavy rain, and this looks like this is the battle to watch. And because of this, this will be allowing Smurf to get a little bit clear. He has used a lot of his ARS to try and get away from Bradshaw and Daniel. Bradshaw's Spanish theme going on with his helmet there, and we've had an overtake from Timmer. Timmer's managed to get Carrot that I missed, my mistake. Looks like Smurf is going to actually... Oh, he's going to get past Legends AI, that's what it is. So you'd expect Bradshaw and Daniel to do the same. See if Carrot might be able to come back on Timmer. Go back down to Daniel. Daniel and Bradshaw are just going to be sort of... Oh, he's going for another... going up the middle, inside again. Oh, he's losing the car a little bit, but it's okay. He might get a warning for that. And Bradshaw is past Legends Bob. Oh no! Oh dear, dear, oh dear, oh dear. That will be a safety car. That will be a safety car. It's only a virtual. I'm not too sure how that's only a virtual. So, VSC, Bradshaw has lost it. That was a bad one from Bradshaw. And it is a full safety car. No, it says VSC, but I see the safety car on track. Presumably it says full safety car for everyone else. Lisa's not overtaking it. She is now. So, that was eventful. An eventful first 5 laps in this torrential downpour. I wonder if we're going to see anyone go to change their tyres. Probably not. I would assume... He looked like in qualifying he didn't have traction control on. He's on at least medium. That will do Daniel a favour though. Unfortunately for Daniel, he didn't get past Legend. Lisa's got a 5-second penalty for corner cut. So I guess now could be a good idea, a good time to look at penalties. So Slicks has 3, and Smurf and Lisa both have 8. So I thought we were seeing a lot of penalties, but it looks like it's the same people getting them. So we'll have a look at the position changes. So Adam and Slicks have had slight changes. Dark Shadow has had a fantastic rise up into P3 as he goes up 6 places. Thor goes up. How are you guys getting penalties? Smurf is pitting, presumably for a fresh set of wets. Not sure that... Oh, he pitted to try and get rid of his penalty, but he's just given himself another one, I think. Oh dear. Well, he's got a fresh set of wets. He's lost a lot of track position, and he's still gotten the penalty. It's 37 mile an hour pit lane, boys. We don't need to know what tyre. We'll go back to penalties because it's probably the most relevant. I don't think people really care too much about how much people have gone up. It's something we can go back and forth to as we follow this procession. Safety car. And it'll be a little bit of an uphill battle to keep those tyres warm. It's an absolute downpour. I have to keep clearing my throat. The little bit of the COVID that's hanging around with me, but we'll read the grid order. So Adam is in P1 in the McLaren, Slicks P2 in the AlphaTauri, Dark Shadow P3 in the Red Bull, but Slicks does have a 3-second penalty. We'll go to the position changes. So Thor has gone up 1 place in the Ferrari up to P4. Timmer and Carrot. Oh no, what's happened? Someone's pit. Brick's pit. Brick is pitting for some reason. As you were. Carrot is up 5 places into P6 in the Aston Martin, Timmer up 5, Liam up 5 in the Williams, Legend is up 7, but that's Legend's bot. Daniel P45 is down 6, Martinez is down 2, Brickgrit is up 2, but he probably will end up losing more positions. What's happened to Lisa? Lisa's just yielding, I think. Lisa down in P14, Gravedigger's lost 7 places down in P13. Brickgrit only up 1 place. I don't know why he's pitted. He's still on the wet tyre. Yeah, I think this probably would be a red flag in real life. There's quite a lot of standing water and the rain does look quite heavy. It's going to slow down anytime soon. So we'll go back to the penalties. We can actually look at the people who was on the fresher wets, but it's not really going to make much of a difference. If I was Smurf, Brickgrit and Gravedigger, I'd be trying to take those wets to the end now, I think. I don't really know what... I don't really know what the tyre wear's like here. Bradshaw's left the session, well, to be expected. And the safety car is in this lap. Well, thank goodness for that. We have something to talk about again. Because otherwise I'm going to start looking out the window at my neighbour again. It doesn't. It sounds a lot worse than it is. On the 8th floor. I can't look anywhere else. And Adam is going to get us underway. I think I've got to ride on board with them. I remember reading that in the comms chat. So as soon as he crosses the start-finish line, and there we go, he has got us started. Dark Shadow is getting closer to... There we go, let's get on board with Dark Shadow and Slicks. Slicks very often gets caught out under safety car. Martinez has passed Daniel. Timmer is past Thor. He lunges up the inside. Let's get a better angle on that. And Martinez has got a 3-second time penalty for multiple warnings. There's all sorts happening back here. Liam has... He's there. Let's get back on board with everyone else. Slicks and Adam fighting it out. Slicks managed to catch Adam up nicely. Lisa's got a 3-second time penalty again. She's up to 11 seconds now. We've got Smurf looking at the back of Daniel, and he's going to make the move here. He's been forced wide. Yeah, he's managed to make that stick. We've got Gravedigger, who might be thinking about going up the inside of Daniel P45, but it doesn't look like he's got the speed for it. Martinez is trying to get past Carrot. Carrot struggling a little bit in the rain. I think it was Liam who was about here before, and Dark Shadow and Slicks. Dark Shadow went from being right behind Adam, and now he's lost... Sorry, Slicks went from being right behind Adam, and now he's lost the position to Slicks. Smurf and Martinez having a look at each other. So everyone's quite close together between Gravedigger's past Daniel. It looks like Brick Grit might be looking to try and get past Daniel too. And Brick Grit, is he going to make that stick? It looks like he's going to be able to make that stick. Does Daniel have damage? I don't... He's bringing... No, he's not bringing it into the pit. I'm trying to get a better angle of this, but we keep getting this same angle. There we go, now we'll be able to see. Does he have any damage there? That looks like everything's intact. I'm not too sure why he's tumbling down the positions. Slicks picks up another 3-second penalty. He's all over the place here. And Thor is trying to get past Timmer. And he'll want to do that sooner rather than later, so we can start putting pressure on Slicks. Adam is 1.2 seconds ahead of Dark Shadow. Things are going really well for him. Martinez and Smurf, they're getting quite close to each other, and there's also Gravedigger who's getting quite close too. All of the cars getting... Let's see if Gravedigger can get anything going here. He doesn't have a lot of straight line speed. They both have activated ERS. He's in the slipstream. He looks like he's going to get this done. Can he hold on to the inside line? A little bit of contact. Martinez is going to have the inside here. A little bit of contact again. Martinez gives Gravedigger a nice bit of room. That was a good race in that. Brick Grit has just come out of nowhere, and is he going to get the pair of them? What a move from Brick Grit. Oh, he wasn't confident enough. He wasn't brave enough. Carrot is... Oh no, Carrot is being put under pressure by Smurf. Smurf's used a lot of ERS though, and that is still a yellow fuel light. And Gravedigger's trying to get up. I think Gravedigger's going to be able to make that work. He's got the better traction. And is Brick Grit going to be able to get past Smurf? Brick Grit's got past everyone, but he's just outbroken himself and ends up down in P8, and we've got a safety car. What's that for? What's happened? What have I missed? Is anyone the wrong way round? Why do we have a safety car? I guess it's something to do with Liam, but... Loads of people pitting, Daniel pitting, Lisa, yeah, some people will be pitting just to get rid of their penalties. New front wing for Smurf. Gravedigger was spun. I see. I'm missing everything, I'm hopeless. I was really worried then that Thor was just going to go right into the back of Timmer. So we are going to have more laps under the safety car. 3 laps of racing. Not a lot of DNFs, which is good. We can be proud of Division 5 for that one. I don't know if the weather is sort of causing a lack of DNFs because people are being a little bit more cautious, but gives you a nice cinematic camera, so we're not just looking at the same things. So I think Slicks is... Oh no, Carrot and Slicks are coming in. They'll just be going for fresh tyres. But there's a lot of places doing that. They're gonna get... Lisa doesn't want... I think Lisa just doesn't want that to be in front of anyone, but... So Slick's putting himself back down to P12. I wonder what the tyre wear is like for Adam and Dark Shadow, because that could be a good move. Presumably Slicks is now going to take, and Carrot are both going to take those tyres to the end. 3-second time penalty for Smurf? What are you doing? How are you managing to get a time penalty on the safety car? That's extraordinary. Do we go back on board with Adam? Hopefully the safety car's in this lap. Everyone keep your fingers crossed for a safety car in this lap message. We'll find out as Lisa crosses into Sector 3. No, we won't. We'll find out now, and the safety car is in this lap. Last time Adam took us to the final corner and we stayed a little bit slow and then we accelerated maybe 20-30 metres out of the corner. So it wasn't an instant acceleration, it stayed slow for a little bit afterwards. I wonder what he's going to do now. That safety car is going very slowly. Safety car still not really that close to the start-finish line. Or to the pit lane entrance, rather. Comes in now. So, Oh, okay. Adam is bringing it in. So Dark Shadow is going to be leading us. That is an interesting call from Adam. So Dark Shadow is now going to try and build up a little bit of a lead, I think. I think he might have made the right call with that one. And now Adam is going to be all the way down at the back. So Brickgrit and Thor having a little bit of a fight. Smurf, oh that's legend anyway. Oh no, Liam's gone wide and Liam's got another penalty. Slicks gets himself up to P8. He's got Liam, no not Liam, I saw someone else behind him. Let's have a look at what Brickgrit and Thor's doing. That was a very bold move from Brickgrit. Martinez is now probably going to have a better run coming up into the main straight than Brickgrit is going to have. Smurf picks up another 3-second penalty. What is he doing? Is Brickgrit going for a move? No, he's not. He's just trying to give himself a little bit of vision, maybe. Make sure he doesn't smash into the back of Thor. Martinez is also quite close, as is Daniel P45. I think there might have just been a little bit of contact there between Daniel and Martinez, and Daniel has got a much better run. He should be able to take the position here, and is Slick's going to be able to take the position from Martinez with his 6 second worth of penalties. Smurf has got past Brick Grit. Brick Grit in the dizzy heights of P5. He seems to like the wet weather. See if Smurf can make anything happen here. Slicks is past Martinez. Let's get this camera angle so we try not to miss anything. Slicks is going up around the outside. Oh, that's contact. That's going to be damage, I think, between Slicks and Brick Grit. And no damage. Somehow, he's gone quite wide. Daniel's really close to Smurf too. I think there's someone coming into the pits. I think that's why that's going all over the place. Yeah, I think, yeah, there's a Ferrari coming into the pits, which is what it was. It was Martinez. And, oh, my emotive Carrot, what speed was that? As Carrot looks to try and get past Brick Grit. Adam sets the fastest lap, down in P13. The old race leader. Smurf is past Daniel, and Daniel's going to try and come back around here. He goes up the inside of Smurf. Didn't really leave him the most amount of room. Lisa's got a 10-second penalty. Smurf should be able to make this move stick on Daniel. There's also something else happening with Slicks and Brick Grit. This camera angle should make it so we can see everything. Oh, that's a bad bit of racing from Slicks. He spun Brick Grit out completely. Brick Grit is going to tumble now. Can he recover? He still doesn't recover. He's going to lose the space to Legends Bot as well. Oh no, Brick Grit, everything was going so well. Big contact there with Slicks. And Daniel is going to try and get up the inside of Smurf here. I thought there was going to be contact again. We've got Slicks coming up behind. Slicks, who has just taken Brick Grit out, so I'd be careful if I use Smurf. Slicks has taken up the role that Daze was taking up last week, and we've got Smurf coming into the pits. He does not want any of Slicks behind him. Emotive Carrot sitting behind. I wonder if Carrot's going to be able to get the straight line speed again this time. No, it doesn't look like that's going to happen. There's a Mr. Adam Moore who's managed to get himself up to P6. Let's have a look at the tyres. Stops. So Dark Shadow and Legend haven't stopped yet. They're both on 13 laps. We've got Adam who's on inters. A lot of cars going to inters. Lisa's gone for softs. So I think maybe we can stay on this to see what everyone's doing. It looks like inters are the correct call because Mr. Adam Moore is eating the grid alive right now. So it looks like his decision to pit was the right one as he makes light work of carries all the way back up to P4. Slicks picked up another time penalty soon. Oh, sign. It was a sign, it's okay. Slicks is going to go up the inside of Daniel now with his 9 second worth of penalties. Dark Shadow picks up another, I don't know if that's not a pen. No, Dark Shadow picks up his first pen, and he's okay for the moment, but he's not going to be okay for much longer because Adam is on the charge. I think all of these wet drivers now need to come in and get inters on. A little bit too early for the softs, Lisa, but Adam is surely going to have the better traction here. And he, a little bit of contact with Slicks. I'm just going to get the time menu out of the way because it's, well, in the way. Slicks is bringing it in, Daniel's bringing it in, Carrot's bringing it in, Liam is bringing it in. Legends Bot is staying out, so it looks like everyone is going to be going over to inters. This Shadow, yeah, Shadow brought in, and now Mr. Adam Moore has made the right call. Oh, Lisa's all over the place. Yeah, it's a little bit too early for the softs, I think, Lisa. And Anyway, we've got a little battle here between Timmer and Martinez. Let's see what happens here. I don't know how much of what has just happened was pit lane overtakes or not. It looks like we need the telemetry, don't we? There, I'm an idiot. Timmer and Martinez are quite close. I think Martinez is going to start getting away. Thor is going to chase down Smurf. Timmer's going to have a go at Martinez. Lisa's picked up a 5-second penalty for speeding in the pit lane. I think Lisa's going to come over onto intermediates now. And Timmer manages to get past Martinez. Both drivers on inters. Let's have a look at if Martinez can come back on this. Timmer is burning that ERS to try and get away from Martinez. Not going on with anyone else. Liam's trying to get close to Slicks. Brickgrit down in P11. Is Brickgrit still on wet tyres? No, he's on inters. Well, Liam and Slicks could be the fight to watch. It looks like Martinez is losing ground. Liam goes a little bit wide there. That'll probably be a little bit of a warning from the FIA. Another one. And Adam puts up the fastest lap, so that is strong evidence that the track is drying up. Lisa's picked up another 3-second penalty. Inters now for Lisa is Thor's a little bit too far behind. It looks like it's Liam and Slicks is the battle to watch. As they both, and Brickgrit actually is getting a little bit closer. Slicks has got a lot more ERS though. I think this is a little bit of a waste of time from Liam. Although you will want to stay with him because of the whole penalty situation. Oh no, what have I done? Let's just go and have a look at penalties. So, yeah, that's a lot of penalties. Oh goodness. I don't think Carrot will be too worried about that when she sees them two behind. Liam has managed to get a really good line here on Slicks. Oh, lovely. Great move there from Liam. Although he doesn't have any ERS. Slicks, that looked like a little bit of a corner cut to me. Is he going to use his ERS to try and get back in front? No, he's not. He's just going to let Liam sit there. He's actually still on the wet tyre. Interestingly, Shadow is a little bit close to Martinez. Martinez seems to be struggling a bit here. He's 2 seconds behind Timmer now. Adam's 15 seconds clear. He's just chilling out in front. Gravedigger's getting close to Brickgrit. Everything's getting closer towards the midfield now with Liam, Slicks, Brickgrit and Gravedigger. He didn't have the best of run out there. Brickgrit really did. Dark Shadow puts up the fastest lap. Brickgrit will be hoping that he can get past Slicks, and he might actually make it happen here. Yeah, he's probably wouldn't have had better traction, but I think it's those tyres. Slicks needs to get the wets off. Unless he's thinking, I'm just going to wait for the rain to dry out, but it's not stopping. You need to be on inters. You're losing too much time. Brickgrit's going to try and chase Liam down now as he gets himself into the points. He'll also be above Liam because of the time penalties. Gravedigger and Brickgrit is going. Oh no, Dark Shadow is very close to Martinez here. Looks like he keeps trying to herd him away and leaves enough room. I think Martinez coming right back up the inside, and now I think Dark Shadow is going to have better traction out of here. Yeah, much better traction. And Martinez is going to use his ERS because Dark Shadow has already used his to get back into the law. I thought there was a little bit of contact there. Looks like we're okay. Different on one end to the other. That's quite wide from Dark Shadow. We've got Gravedigger is trying to get close to Brickgrit. Is he going to make this stick? No, he's losing a little bit of time. But this is the only close fight, as though Thor is getting close to Smurf. Dark Shadow is coming into the pits. Okay. Gravedigger is close to Brick Grit. And Thor is close to Smurf. No, that's because Smurf brought into the pits. No, it didn't. Did? Yeah, okay, it was Dark Shadow brought into the pits. And Thor is still close to Smurf though. And Daniel's close to Thor. And Dark Shadow losing positions in the pits. Slicks has come in. Presumably he will be on Inters now. Great points for Slicks. Dark Shadow has a missing end plate. It's probably in. And Thor looks like he's probably going to be able to make the move stick here on Smurf. He's got more ERS. Smurf defending, going up the inside, and it also means that Thor's not going to have. Looks like he's not going to have the slipstream, and Thor has just broken way too early there. That wasn't great, which means Daniel's going to be able to come back at him. Those 12 and 6 seconds worth of pens, it's looking like it's a foregone conclusion now, unless we have a safety car that's just going to be Adam at Timmer, and then either Thor or Daniel at the final spot on the podium. So Martinez and Smurf aren't able to get away from them, unless they start fighting each other, causing a little bit of hassle. Brick Grit is getting closer to Liam. What time's Liam? Liam is on Inters. Go back to the Daniel, Thor and Smurf fight. Smurf's going to run out of ERS soon. And it looks like Thor is going to get the position. Smurf not defending this one too much. Yeah, looks like Thor's going to keep things where they are. Not a bad operation this for the Ferrari team. Martinez will finish probably in front of Smurf. Got to try and keep it in front of Daniel. If they can get a P3 and a P5 out of it, that'll do Ferrari wonders. Brick Grit is getting closer to Liam, and Gravedigger is getting closer to Brick Grit. Daniel is past Smurf as well. Slicks picks up another 3-second time penalty. 12 now. Smurf coming back at Daniel. He's going to lunge up the inside. No, he's not. Martinez picks up another 3-second penalty. That's not going to be doing him any favours. Gravedigger, Brick Grit and Liam are all just stuck behind each other. Carrots out on their own somewhat a little bit. Smurf trying to get closer to the Daniel Thor fight. I imagine Gravedigger's probably getting quite frustrated stuck behind Brick Grit now. A lot of the times he's not able to accelerate. Getting close to Thor, but I don't think it's quite close enough. Better make something stick, so we're still on board with Gravedigger. Best of exit out of that corner. Both got plenty of ERS. Maybe Daniel can have another run at Thor. Thor would have probably hoped that Daniel would have stayed behind Smurf a little bit longer, but wasn't to be. And it looks like Thor is just having a it looks like the Thor-Daniel fight and the Gravedigger Brick Grit fight is just pretty much identical, in the sense that, not this time, I was going to say, in that Brick Grit and Thor just pull away better out of the main areas where you can overtake, but Gravedigger is past Brick Grit now. Brick Grit still, well, he should still finish. Ooh, maybe P8. a little bit tight actually. Maybe P8's too much to ask. Yeah, see, it was 8 seconds. Yeah, so he should be okay for P9 though. And Daniel and Thor having a little fight. Gravedigger is past Liam, and Liam goes a bit wide. So, for all that, Brick gets P9 on track. Have a look if Daniel can have a little bit more luck than his Williams teammate. And there's penalties falling everywhere. Liam has picked up a penalty. There was another 3-second penalty for someone else, and Lisa also got one too. Not looking good for Liam, Slicks and Lisa. And actually Martinez and Smurf. I think Martinez was the other one because he's up to 12 seconds now. It was 9 last time I paid attention to it. So 6 laps to go then in France. And we have maybe some drama. We have a DNF car. Is that Liam just retiring? Yeah, Liam has retired. We're not going to have a safety car. Adam has probably had his heart in his mouth when that came up on his screen. But it's just a retirement in the pits, don't worry. Dark Shadow is all over the back of Brick Grit, and he's going to make this stick here, surely. Oh, no, he's not going to be able to. Doesn't have enough power. Brick Grit's got it in the straight. But I think Dark Shadow, it's just a matter of time. He's got much better lines than Brick Grit. Oh, a little bit of contact. Thor and Daniel having a little bit of a fight as Daniel finally manages to get near Thor. A Sector 3 battle. Dark Shadow is past Brick Grit, but we'll stay on board with this one. Thor and Daniel actually both caught on Martinez. It's nothing. I wonder if Carrot will be thinking about Martinez. Martinez could be, well, Martinez and Smurf could really tumble down the positions here. Those penalties, and if they get any more, those penalties are going to be crucial. Lisa's going slow again. Doesn't look like there's any sign of this rain calming down and providing some drama of a dry track. That would have been the perfect ending, I think. Dark Shadow is going to start looking at Gravedigger. He needs to, well, he's already clear of Brick Grit now. Penalties too much, he might struggle a little bit more with getting away from Gravedigger. But I imagine there's enough in there for him to get past Gravedigger. I don't know if he's got enough time to catch Carrot. Down with Dark Shadow. I think there's more chance of him doing it than Daniel. Thor is also getting closer to Martinez. Carrot picks up a 3-second penalty. That's going to be big. That's going to be big. A little bit of a sigh of relief from Martinez, maybe. Well, at the moment, Carrot is still P7. Dark Shadow only needs to get within 3 seconds of Carrot. He's got a lot more ERS. They both have their overtake buttons on. And Thor is past Martinez. I wonder if Martinez is just going to defend for all he can against Daniel. No, he has... Oh no, a little bit of contact there. That was a pathetic attempt at a defence from Martinez. He might try and come back here though. He's got plenty of ERS to do it. He's going to make it happen. I take it back and I apologise profusely, Martinez. Just stay on board with, no, we won't. We'll have a look at Dark Shadow and Gravedigger. He's going to run out of ERS eventually. Dark Shadow might be able to make something happen here. Outstanding driving from Gravedigger, and Dark Shadow is going to speed off into the distance now and set his eyes on Carrot. Daniel and Martinez are going to be back in the fight then. Try and do his teammate as many favours as he can. That should be enough for him to see his teammate get P3 and on the podium. It's a good bit of defending from Martinez. He's got plenty of ERS and he's only going to use it on these straights to get as much time off of Daniel as he can. No way through. Now this is where we saw Martinez struggle last time and Daniel managed to make a move happen. Dark Shadow picks up a 3-second penalty. That's not going to help at all. Carrot can be relieved. Slicks has passed Brick Grit, so Brick Grit currently out of the points. Oh, Brick Grit's pitting. Or has pitted. I'm not too sure what happened there with Brick Grit. See if Martinez can do what he did last time, turn that ERS on. Is he going to try and make the move happen in Sector 3? Yes, he is. Oh. Slicks picks up another penalty. Well, Daniel is now 2.5 seconds behind. I don't think it's the end of... Well, it might be the end of Martinez now. I think he's going to be a little bit too far away to make anything happen onto this straight. Maybe if he can stay with him and then make it happen on the long straight in Sector 2, maybe we can get something to go. But I still do think he's done enough to get Thor on that podium. So if there's any Ferrari drivers here, thank Martinez for that one. Well, it's not over yet. Daniel has just taken half a second out of Thor's lead. There's Adam out in the lead. We haven't really seen him much today. He's just been 15 seconds ahead of everyone since the last safety car. He made the fantastic. I said it was the wrong call at the time, but shows what I know. Absolutely masterstroke with that one going on to the intermediate tyres. Probably should have paid more attention to the heaviness of the rain. Daniel has brought it down to 1.8 seconds. And it looks like this is... Brick Grit has lost 8 seconds on Slicks. Should still be enough for him to hold on to P10 though because of those penalties. So make sure you don't get any penalties, Brick Grit. Daniel is now 1.4 behind Thor. Why is Thor always involved with the number 4 when I am on commentary? It's not fair. I think Martinez is a little bit too far behind now to make anything happen. And Daniel is eating into Thor's lead. A little bit untidy there. Lost the car ever so slightly, and that's showing on the time as Thor manages to get 0.05 of a second on the time or away, but now that's tumbling back down again and a little bit wide there, a little bit untidy from Daniel. That could be huge. Thor's might even bring it up to 1.7 or 1.8 here. They both hardly have any ERS. Got to say, with that little mistake from Daniel, it's probably advantage Thor. Let's have a look at how old the tyres are. It's about the same sort of tyre life. I don't know why Brick Grit appeared again. Back to the penalties. Maybe he had damage. He's picked up a 3-second time penalty. Carrot is quite close to Smurf. I thought that the battle to watch, Carrot's going to get P5, I think. Should do, because Dark Shadow's quite far behind. It's probably worth just sitting behind Smurf, I think, Carrot, as long as you don't get another penalty. What about Gravedigger? Gravedigger might have something to say about that. Yeah, no, get as fast as you can then, Carrot. Gravedigger is a little bit too close for comfort. Daniel is now a second behind Thor, and this is going to be what we will be looking out for, I think. Not sure if that was a little mistake from Carrot. I think the Daniel-Thor fight is what we're going to be here for, and I think Martinez might have just about done enough to get his teammate on the podium, but this is going to be tight between these two. Down to 0.7. I think Daniel just needed another lap. Thor can thank Martinez for that one. Down to 0.4 now. Carrot is 1.4 behind Smurf. Oh, this is going to be very tight. Daniel's got 10% more ERS. 8% more ERS. Now is the time to make the move happen, Daniel. They both open up the ERS. Daniel, turn it off at the same time as well. Although the difference is now a little advantage for Daniel. He's broken a little bit too late there. I wonder if that will be enough. Two tiny mistakes from Daniel and a superb defensive display from Martinez might be enough. He's might take a little dive at him in sector 3. This is going to get tasty. Oh, around the outside, what a move! He's gone wide though. Thor's back in the front. Adam's crossed the line. Timber's going to cross the line soon. Adam and Timber easily P1 and P2. I think Thor's got enough ERS. Yeah. And Thor will take P3, Daniel P4. Now where am I? Oh, Smurf has had... What's happened? Is he in low fuel? He's in low fuel mode. Oh no! What a disaster for him. He should still finish in front of Slicks. Will he get... Yeah, I think he's going to finish in front of Brick Grit too. But Brick Grit should... Well, Brick Grit will finish in front of Slicks. Oh, Brick Grit, don't lose it here. I think Smurf is going to be okay. Brick Grit does get P10. That's Legend's bot, so it doesn't really matter. And he's P12. Lisa in P13. So Smurf will be... I don't know how many positions he lost because of that. Well, there we have it then. Martinez, driver of the day. That is that from a very rainy France. Mr. Adam Moore, P1, Timmer, P2, and Thor, P3. It was quite tight between P3 and P4 towards the end. We'll have a look at the podium. McLaren on top. They haven't got the celebration music. I wonder if that's because it's copyright. Well, there we go. As I said on commentary, or on the podium rather. Adam Moore P1, Timmer P2, Thor P3, Daniel P4, Emotive Carrot gets P5, Gravedigger P6, Martinez P7, Dark Shadow P8, Smurf P9, Brigrit P10, rounding out the points. Slicks did get fastest lap, but didn't finish in the points, so won't get it. Legend's Bot P12, Lisa P13, and Liam and Bradshaw both, Liam retiring in the pits, both getting a DNF, and Bradshaw spinning on the main straight at the beginning of the race. So, well done to everyone on that one, in very tricky conditions. Incidents showing me. I don't know if I've got to get that, but so we'll see if we can get these guys in for a little interview. I'll have to try and think of some things to ask them. Well, there's the race winner. There's Timmer. Are we going to be joined by Thor? And we are going to be joined by Thor. Excellent. Right, do you guys have the little box to tick in the party?
Sure do, indeed.
Fantastic, I've done it right today. Right, so we're going to start off with Thor, considering he was P3, and I've probably got a lot more to ask him than everyone else. Thor, first of all, how grateful are you to your teammate?
I don't think I got a P3 without him, to be honest. Oh no, great teammate, to be honest. Let me go and held up Daniel P45 just enough. Because on pace, I don't think I would have kept him behind me until the end of the race. So big thanks to Martinez for that. You know, so good teammate there. Yeah, but at the end though, it was at the last couple of laps, I could see Daniel P45 closing, and yeah, great driving, like, you know, clean driving, like, you know, he wasn't, you know, pushing anything, but yeah, it was definitely a few last laps.
It was getting quite close, I thought, on commentary, but when it was I think it was 2.5 seconds with 3 laps to go, I was thinking, oh, that will be fine. Martinez has done a wonder stroke here, but then got a little bit close, but he did just about enough. But congratulations on P3. What did you think of the rain?
I never do practice in the rain, so
yeah.
It's one of those things, when it rains, and it was quite heavy at the start, so just try to keep out of trouble, and you know, just keep it clean and try not to get involved in any incidents and just get no damage. So thankfully that worked.
Yeah, you managed to, if that was the plan, you managed to see that out to perfection. So once again, congratulations on P3, and we'll move on to P2 now with Timmer.
How are you doing?
I'm doing very well, thank you. How are you?
Great.
Fantastic. So, probably don't have as much to ask you and Adam, because I'm pretty sure both your races sort of finished at around lap 11. But
yeah.
When did you come into pit? Was it at the same time as Adam?
No, I think I came in a lap after Adam, but that was just a master stroke from Adam Takun when he did, and I couldn't catch him. I was keeping within the 16 or 15 seconds for a while, and my tyre started going off then, so I kind of realised I had enough time to third, so I kind of eased off myself, so just secured the P2 as the saying is. But yeah, no, it's kind of fairly uneventful race, you know.
Yeah, well, there was plenty going on everywhere else in the grid, but you guys were a little bit bored. But
yeah, shout out there to Stairs for giving us an old engineer there. It was telling us to pace, and it's great to have him there.
Good work from Stars then. Why did you decide to come in for the Inters? Was it Adam coming in for them, or was it just the track's a bit dry?
I just kind of felt that the track was still wet, but then as I got halfway around, it's blatantly obvious that it wasn't. You know, you could get around on the Inters, so I bopped in then after the lap afterwards, but sure, the damage was done at that stage. But look, at it is what it is. Just happy to get P2.
Yeah, P2
more points for the team, as the same as.
Yeah, P2 is great result, and congratulations on it.
Thanks a million.
So, Adam,
Yes.
P1,
Not
it
bad,
was
is it?
not too bad, yeah. Was it qualifying P3 or P2? If I remember right?
P2.
P2. And you got past slicks quite easily, I think, didn't you?
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah. He sort of struggled in the rain a little bit.
Yeah.
What were you thinking when you pitted?
It's so it was weird. It was a bit like Portugal last year. I just sort of pitted one lap before everyone else, and that was it. It was just. It looked like it was dry, and I thought, well, it's worth a shot. I'll be there or thereabouts. So I thought, well, why not? We'll go for it. And it worked out quite well.
And when no one else pitted, was there a little bit of regret? Like, oh no.
A little bit, yeah.
Yeah. You're kind of hoping maybe someone would have followed you in.
Yeah, and then on my out lap, I got the fastest lap, even coming out of the pits. So it was. I thought, well, yeah, this is all right.
Yeah, I said on commentary, I thought maybe coming in then was a little bit of a mistake, and then all of a sudden you were P6. I was like, oh, what do I know? That was a good job Timmer had Stars as his race engineer, not me.
It was an interesting race. I mean, I think it was like 14, 15 seconds, and I just tried to keep it at that. I wasn't pushing anything, make sure I didn't make any mistakes, run wide anywhere.
Yeah.
And just keep it
Did
clean
you
and
have any
smooth.
warnings?
One, right at the
One.
start.
Oh, you could have lied and said you didn't have any.
No, one lap, one. And that was it for the whole race, so.
Well,
Quite uneventful,
congratulations.
but I like that. I like uneventful.
Yeah, especially when you're winning and uneventful. That's
Yeah.
perfect.
Yes, yeah.
Oh, congratulations on P1. Any final thoughts?
Yes, I'm going to bed because I've been at work for 15 hours.
You've earned it.
Thank you very much, and congrats on P2 and P3.
Yeah, congrats on the win.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, great win. Well controlled.
Thank you.
Right, and that will do us here for Division 5, round 13 in France. Hope you have a good evening, and à la prochaine. Bye-bye.